there is a narration that Rahul Gandhi is giving anti-national statements.
BJP's IT wing needs some work on a daily level.
But there is one MP, Ilhan Umar. What is Rahul Gandhi doing with
The
her?
point, she is an elected representative of the US House of Congress. Just because I meet somebody, because I'm meeting you, does not mean I'm endorsing your view.
But you don't hate Hindi, na?
No, I don't. This is another misconception you have about South India. Nobody hates Hindi.
Not South Indian. Particularly people say about you.
Yeah, no, we don't hate Hindi. We don't want Hindi to be thrust upon us. It should not be made compulsory.
Any suggestion you want to give to Modi government?
You must call me and ask me and invite me for a cup of tea and I'll give him
Okay, define Modi in Hindi in one line.
Gadbad.
Okay, fine. What are your views about Sanatan Dharma?
We are the most Hindu people in the whole of India, is a Tamil people. We break more coconuts on a daily level more than anywhere in India. If you were to look at my hand, I wear 3 Udraks around my neck.
Will you watch Emergency of Kangana Ranaut?
If it's released and if it is legal, I'll watch it. Right now it's not released, so it's not legal to watch it.
What is the need of Waqf board?
Why do we need
Why do we give special privilege to Muslims? Why?
No, there are no special privileges to Muslims. Why do we need HUF? Why do we need Hindu undivided family?
Sir, what are your views on Annamalai?
He looks louder and larger than what he actually is.
So hi everyone, this is Namrata Chaudhary and you are watching NMF News. Today I have a very special guest, Karti Chidambaram, who is Lok Sabha member from Shiv Ganga seat and of course one of the greatest leaders of Congress. Sir, welcome.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you, sir.
My pleasure.
And thank you so much for giving your time.
It's my pleasure.
There's a long list of questions with me, but I want to start by asking about Rahul Gandhi's US tour. BJP is mocking Rahul Gandhi. There is a narration that Rahul Gandhi is giving anti-national statements.
How is Mr. Rahul Gandhi's speech anti-national in any respect? He is commenting as he sees things which are happening in India. And he is giving his candid assessment of the situation in India. How is that being anti-national?
No, but BJP is mocking.
See, the BJP's IT wing needs some work on a daily level. So they will always try to find fault with Rahul Gandhi personally and with the Congress party, on a full-time basis. Just because the BJP is mocking you, I mean, that doesn't mean that Mr. Gandhi or the Congress party is anti-national by any stretch of imagination. We are commenting about things as we see, as we experience things in India. That is what we are commenting about.
But what is the need of speaking outside?
Right now, we are giving you I'm giving an interview to you in Delhi. This can be seen in America. So if I say that sitting here and seeing in America, it's okay. But if I sit in America and say this is not okay, today there are no boundaries with the digital communication. Where is the boundary on what I say where? What I say is what I say. The fact is that people can actually watch this live in America too, but I'm going to say right now to you. So if I say something, it's because we are geographically situated in India, it's okay. But because I'm not geographically situated because I'm situated geographically somewhere else, it's not okay. How can that mean? I'm only speaking to the media, I'm speaking to the wider world. Today with modern communication, there are no boundaries. Where you speak is irrelevant. It's only what you speak matters.
No, there is a controversy about what he said about Sikhs. Do you think there is any discrimination in Sikh community?
See, what Mr. Gandhi was making a broader point. Sometimes, in flow of things, when you answer questions in an unscripted manner and in a spontaneous manner, you might say things which taken on a standalone basis might look to be little different from what it is. But what is the point he's trying to make is that minorities in India are stifled. Minorities' rights are being stifled, voices being stifled, rights are being stifled. That's the broader point he was making, and that broader point is correct. Whether it's specifically a Sikh was prevented from doing this or not might not necessarily be the point he was trying to make. The point he was trying to make and the point he is making is that minorities are stifled in India.
But after effects coming, na? I've seen a video where some Sikhs... I'm telling you, I've seen a video on ANI News where some Sikh community people outside Rahul Gandhi is protesting. They have banners in their hands and they are, I think they are chanting Rahul Gandhi Sharam Karo, Rahul Gandhi Murdabad. What is this? This is after effects.
Yeah, so be it. If somebody wants to protest, they have the right to protest.
No, not somebody. That Sikh community.
No, it's not there. I'm sure the two people who are protesting don't necessarily speak for the entire Sikh community of India, do they? Or to the wider Sikh community all over the world. When did they become the sole representatives or the voice of the entire Sikh community all over the world?
Then what about Kisan Andolan? Not all Kisans were sitting.
I agree that you can't generalize and say that somebody is speaking for everybody. But there was a significant voice about that. Just two people going and sloganeering outside Mr. Rahul Gandhi's office or wherever he is does not make the entire community against Rahul Gandhi. See, the point, Rahul Gandhi was not making a specific point. He was making a general point about the climate and the environment in India. And that point is well accepted.
Okay, my next question is also related to Rahul Gandhi. Please don't think that I am asking his questions only.
So far, you're only asking about him, so I can only think
no,
so
last
much.
question, Mike.
When you change the questions, I can also change my mind about it.
No. My question is, there is one picture that is completely viral on social media in which Rahul Gandhi can be seen with American MPs, but there is one MP, Ilhan Umar. Now, BJP IT cell, now social media users, again mocking Rahul Gandhi. Because Ilhan Umar, which we know, she supports separate Kashmir, she supports Khalistan, she always makes anti-Indian statement. What is Rahul Gandhi doing
that is
with
not the
her?
point. She is an elected representative of the US House of Congress. Correct?
Correct.
So when Rahul Gandhi does not choose this audience, suppose he has gone to meet the elected representatives of the US House of Congress and she is there by right of being an MP. So what, so tomorrow there is a representative coming here, and if some MP here who's got a contrarian view to the government is also present, does not mean we are endorsing that view. Just because I meet somebody, because I'm meeting you, does not mean I'm endorsing your view. And the fact is, we must only not meet people who are always having the same view as us. We must meet people who have a different view from us. That is how we learn. That is how we dialogue. That is how we have discussion. What is the point of meeting people only who have the same view as us? The point is, she is an elected representative. She can have her view. She is a citizen of another country. And if she can have a view, so what? Does not mean we are endorsing the view. Just because we go to a global conference, we meet people from all over the world, does not mean we agree with their view. Suppose I meet if you meet Mr. Netanyahu tomorrow, are you agreeing with Netanyahu's position of bombing Gaza? No, you might not. You might disagree with him. So, just because Mr. Rahul Gandhi is meeting a person, I don't know in what are the, who invited whom, does not mean I'm endorsing that. I'm not endorsing your view. I don't know what your views are. You might have a view. I'm sure you have views that are very different from mine. Does not mean I'm endorsing it. I don't expect you to accept with my views.
No, but social media users...
social media is not the world.
Just listen to my question first. There are some users who are spreading two videos. One to Rahul Gandhi with Ilhan Umar, and second S. Shankar's video in which he refused to shake hand with Bilawal Bhutto. And they are comparing both the leaders.
In fact, it is very impolite on part of Mr. Jaishankar not to shake Mr. Bilawal Bhutto's hand. Mr. Bilawal Bhutto is an elected representative of Pakistan. If the government of India and the government of Pakistan representative are meeting somewhere, it is common courtesy that you must shake hands. I mean, so what is this the stated policy of India that whenever you meet anybody from Pakistan, we will not greet them, we will not shake their hands? So suppose India has to play cricket against Pakistan in an international tournament. I know we don't tour each other. So what will happen? We will not shake hands. India's Davis Cup team recently went to Pakistan. So what we should say? We play the tennis match and after the match we should not shake hands. What is this? This is all childishness. In fact, this is I think it's a very poor behavior on the part of Mr. Jaishankar.
Okay. Since last 5 to 6 months, I came to know some facts, and the facts are which Modi government bringing policies like lateral entry. First, though, I want to ask what are your views about lateral entry, and secondly, the policies which are drawn by Modi government itself, Congress brought earlier, like lateral entry, farmers' law in the manifesto of Congress only in 2019. I'm talking about. What is the problem when Modi government is bringing?
See, as far as lateral entry is concerned, I know it's not an original idea of Modi. See, most of the ideas of Mr. Modi are not original ideas.
Yeah, they are taking
they are not, because it's first of all, understand, government of India is a continuum. Whatever, when we come to government in 2029, we'll have to continue a lot of things which this government has done, and we'll change a few things. Generally, government is a continuum. Mr. Modi opposed GST, but then GST was adopted. Modi opposed the Aadhaar card, he adopted Aadhaar card. So it's a continuum. I don't blame him for adopting all these things. As far as lateral entry is concerned, Lateral entry is a good idea, no doubt about it. But you must bring only specialists into lateral entry. You can't, this cannot be a substitute for the normal recruitment policy we have for the civil service. This has to be specialist. Suppose somebody is a super specialist in, say, space technology, and then you don't get that kind of specialization in the normal recruitment process, then you must get, or an economist, or somebody who's bringing, you need a medical expert and say in contagious diseases, and that does not come in through the normal intake of IAS, you must do that. You must bring in only specialists. You must also give specifically why you are doing this lateral entry, what specialist you are lacking in the regular bureaucracy, and why do you need to bring them in. That I agree. But this time when they advertised these posts, they were just bringing in people through the back door, or particularly people who are aligned with them. They were not bringing any specialists. What are the specialists they were trying to recruit? Do you know what specialists they were trying to recruit?
No.
No, I don't know, because they were not recruiting any specialists. Lateral entry is good, provided you bring specific specialists into the service.
But they propagate it like that only,
No, which is the specialist they want? Tell me the specialist they wanted to recruit. Which field specialist they wanted? They wanted a specialist in, say, artificial intelligence. They wanted a specialist in nuclear medicine. Which specialist did they want to recruit? They did had no specialist to recruit. They were only recruiting whatever joint secretary level officers in the middle, which is a general positions. Nothing specialized about it. That is why we are opposing it. And when you are bringing general recruitment, you must follow the policy which UPSC is following in terms of reservation or whatever categories we have. So for specialization, I agree. You can give this a go by. But there was no specialization requirement in which they were recruiting.
Acha, people are also mocking Modi government, and
Good.
now it's good.
Yes, of course. What is sauce for the goose is also sauce for the gander.
Yeah,
if you think that we have to take the brunt of social media mocking, let Mr. Modi also take the social media mocking.
Yeah, but social media users, maximum users are saying that this government
Maximum,
is not.
you've done a poll.
Yeah.
And you know maximum users are saying
no,
this?
if I've done poll in Delhi and in UP, if I came across 10 people, then 10 out of
You have
8
to understand, social media also is very skewed. It does not necessarily reflect the entire mood of the nation. Depends on which social media. For example, Twitter is a very only of 1 crore plus users or somewhere in India, and most of them are upper caste and city-based people. If you go to my constituency, people are not using Twitter. Most of them are on Facebook or only on WhatsApp. The younger people are migrating towards Instagram. So we don't. Social media, just because you see something on social media does not make it fact or does not make it universally true.
No, but if I am going to ground zero,
Which is, where is ground zero?
I've gone to UP, UP
then?
Noida,
Then?
Ghaziabad, Delhi ke kuch ilake we have covered, and we have asked about Modi government how they are
Hindi
working.
speaking places. You have not gone to any one place which is a non-Hindi.
You invite us, na? We'll come.
Please come. You don't
we'll
need
come
an
to your
invitation.
constituency.
You don't need an invitation. It's a free country. You are able to always come. The problem is you are talking to a small subsection of people, and you're believing that's the universal view. That is not ground zero.
Okay, it's my question.
Okay, your question.
It's
please.
my question.
So disqualify that ground
Okay,
zero.
okay, fine. It's my question. Don't you think this tenure of Modi government is less than since last 10 years we have seen him? Like many decisions have taken back.
Yes, because that is the reality of parliament.
Now I'll again say, and it's my view also, that it's a U-turn Sarkar now.
Yes, it's not. It's also a reality bites Sarkar. Before, when they had their majority on their own, 303 seats, they could, because Parliament, at least the Lok Sabha, could pass whatever law it wanted. In fact, Modi had decided that we are passing a law saying that all crows in India are only white in color. Parliament would have passed that law because they had the majority. Now they can't, because they are dependent on 2 parties for their support. And those 2 parties will only give qualified support. They will not give unqualified support. So especially in the Waqf bill, even their own alliance partners wanted it to be sent to the Joint Parliamentary Committee. That's why it's gone to the Joint Parliamentary Committee. Even on the issue of this lateral entry, when it was pointed out that you are giving away the normal protocol and you are not recruiting any specialists, they had to withdraw it. So this is the reality. This is the new reality which Mr. BJP and Mr. Modi have to deal with.
Okay, when I was starting this interview, I came to know that you don't know Hindi. You don't want to know Hindi. I just want to clear my viewers why I am taking this interview in English. You don't want to learn Hindi, or you don't know Hindi?
See, the point is...
Except Hanji and Dhanyavad.
First of all, I never lived in Delhi. I was born in Madras, Chennai.
Okay.
I lived all my school was in Madras, where we only have a 2-language policy, where I studied English and Tamil in school. I speak Tamil at home. I am a native Tamil speaker. After which I went away to America to study. After which I went to England to study. So there was no opportunity for me to learn Hindi. If I was working here or I was living here, I would have learned the language. Only now I come to Delhi only during parliament sessions, which are only, and this government does not hold very long parliament sessions. They hold very short parliament sessions. So I don't have an opportunity. But the more I interact with people who speak Hindi, I learn. I have no objections to learning a language.
No
I mean, I wish, I don't have a natural talent for languages. Unfortunately, I wish I had a talent for language. I wish I had a natural talent where I was speaking French, Spanish, Hindi, whatever language. I don't. I only speak 2 languages. Some people are very naturally talented in picking up languages. I am not naturally talented. Our position is that if anybody wants to learn any language, they can learn languages. To learn a language, you need a necessity must be there and also an opportunity must be there. For me, both were not there. That is why I have not learned.
Okay, but you don't hate Hindi, na?
No, I don't. This is another misconception you have about South India. Nobody hates Hindi.
Not South Indian. Particularly people say about you.
Yeah, no, we don't hate Hindi. We don't want Hindi to be thrust upon us. It should not be made compulsory.
Okay.
It should not be compulsory. It must be voluntary. If you take me to your ground zero, I'm sure I have to speak in Hindi to people who might not be able to speak to me in either English or Tamil. I will be forced to it. So I have no problem in doing things voluntarily. What I don't want is compulsory.
Okay, how many words of Hindi do you know?
I'm sure I know. I can start with ek. So you can go from ek to das. I know 10 words.
Ek to das. Okay.
That itself start. That itself.
You know Hanji?
I know Hanji. That takes you very far in this country. Hanji is the most important thing to say.
Okay. Any words?
I can say other things. I can say Bahut Sundar. I can say a lot of things. I can say. It's not as if I can't say anything.
Okay. Define Modi in Hindi. In one line.
Gadbad.
That's enough for you.
That is enough for me. That is true, no? One word you said, one line you said, I said one word I said.
Acha, okay. There has been election in 4 states. Agar मैं especially if I ask about Haryana and Kashmir, are you seeing yourself strong in Haryana and Kashmir?
Haryana, we are absolutely confident we are going to win a very comfortable win.
You are not collaborating with Aam Aadmi Party there, no?
I don't think that our local unit wants to collaborate with them. Even whether we collaborate or not is a decision which AICC and the local unit will take. I am not a specialist in Haryana politics. But I know the ground feedback which I am getting is that the Congress party is going to get an...
Which ground feedback?
Feedback from our party workers and our friends and other MPs who are there. And we are going to win handsomely. And I have not travelled directly. I have not spoken to people in the ground there. Only whatever feedback I am getting through parliamentary colleagues and to party colleagues and whatever I am reading in the media, we are going to comfortably win in Haryana. As far as Kashmir is concerned, it's a multi-cornered fight. All I can say is that there will be significant parts where the Congress will do very, very well.
Okay, I am asking about Khatakat scheme, which was... don't you know about Khatakat scheme?
No, I don't.
Khatakat 8 lakh, 1.5 lakh, I guess. 1 lakh per year, which Rahul Gandhi has announced.
The 1 lakh rupees.
I think 8,500 per month.
Yes. There are many states which are giving direct cash transfers to women beneficiaries. Tamil Nadu is doing it. Is doing 1,000 rupees per month. The Karnataka government is doing 2,000 rupees a month. So this is something which
But Karnataka and Himachal are facing crisis. They don't have money to pay salaries. These are proving like freebies.
No, this is not. See, this is a very arrogant statement to say that's called as freebies.
Freebies. Why?
The fact is that you get so many things you're subsidized as well. The fact that you're going in trains and in roads and everything, a lot of it is subsidized. Just because poorer people are getting direct cash transfer to them, you cannot call it freebies. In fact, I would say this is like drip irrigation. Directly giving money to women beneficiaries is very good for the local economy. What do they do with the money? They spend it. They don't hoard it. They're not buying any jewelry in a Tanishq storeroom. They're spending it in the tailor near their house or to a small canteen near their house, or they're buying things in their local shop. So they're actually putting money back into the local economy. The local economy is getting seeded by this direct cash transfer. Yes, states will have major financial implications of it, but they must find means within their budgets to make sure that this is carried on. For example, the greatest burden states have is not, it is because of the debt they already carry. For example, in Tamil Nadu, the greatest financial burden is the 1 lakh crores debt the electricity department has. That is the biggest burden the state has. So you have to look at the big problems and solve it. But I believe direct cash transfer is a very good idea, and giving direct cash transfer to women is particularly a good idea because it seeds the local economy around your house. 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers around your house. those enterprises get money. They don't go to big corporates, they are not going to big supermarkets or to big chains of restaurants. They go to the local tea shop, they go to the local flower vendor, the local tailor. All of them get money back. So this is a great way to distribute economic wealth and to seed the local economy.
And what about those employees which are not getting their salaries?
Who's
Who
not
will
getting
think?
salary?
I have came across a fact in Himachal. Yeah, Himachal and Karnataka government are not eligible to pay salaries to the employees.
I don't know
because they are.
I don't know. I don't think there's a problem where I don't think government is defaulted on salary in Karnataka. Government is not defaulting on salary. I think government employees are paid salary. I don't know from where you're getting it. If you give me the correct news, I will read it up and I'll come. As far as I know, government of Karnataka is definitely not defaulting on salary. Himachal Pradesh, I did read that they're having financial stress. Whatever stress they're facing can't be blamed on this the Congress government which has just come. It's a systematic problem which would have accumulated over the years.
Okay, fine. What are your views about Sanatan Dharma?
See,
because many leaders from Tamil Nadu or South side, from North Belt, from North Belt, we can see them Sanatan Virodhi type people.
I'll explain. You see, if you have to understand one thing, we are the most Hindu people in the whole of India is the Tamil people. We have more temples per square kilometer than anywhere in India. We break more coconuts on a daily level more than anywhere in India. Even me, if you were to look at my hand, I wear 3 Udraks around my neck. I go to more temples than most of the people you encounter on ground zero. I can guarantee that. You can take a survey. The people on ground zero, on your ground zero, I go to more temples. Most people in Tamil Nadu will not step out of their house without going to the puja room, putting a vibhuti or a kungumam on our forehead. I don't go out. Every day we go. We are the most religious people. But the term Sanatana Dharma is a Sanskrit term. It is not something which we use every day. In our parlance, in political discourse, only in political discourse, normal people do not use it in their daily communication. See, when I grew up, my grandmothers are the ones who taught me the faith. We are very ritual. I am very ritualistic. I go to temple, I do puja, I follow lot of rituals. Nobody told me, come to the puja room, to follow Sanatana Dharma. Nobody told me, come, let's pray to our God, let's do this festival. This is what it is. So this term Sanatana Dharma is not there in our daily language. In Tamil Nadu, in political discourse, Sanatana Dharma only means, because it's a Sanskrit word, it means only caste hierarchy. So whenever somebody in Tamil Nadu says Sanatana Dharma, they are only talking about caste hierarchy. They are not talking about the daily faith. We are the most Hindu of all people. We are more ritualistic than people in north of India. We go to more temples than us. Our temples are older and more beautiful than most of the temples. And we follow rituals to the core. So we are very Hindu in our daily practice. What we are opposing is the caste differentiation which comes in because of certain practices and things. That is all. That is all we mean. We are totally for the freedom to practice our religion, to freedom to practice our rituals without any kind of curbs, and that is the reality of Tamil Nadu as well.
Okay, the problem is when Udaynidhi says that it should be Sanatan should be abolished. Then there came a message in North India.
It is lost in translation.
Yeah, that's why I want to make you.
It is lost in translation. That is not what he meant, and that is not his intention.
What he meant actually.
He meant to say we must break down the caste hierarchy.
Caste hierarchy.
That's all we meant. That is all. Because our understanding, see, some words I use in my house will not have the same meaning for you, correct?
Correct.
You have a different meaning for the word, I'll have a different meaning for a word. For us, meaning, that term was only caste. It was not anything else. We are completely practicing, as I told you, we break more coconuts, we go to more temples. We are very, very ritualistic people in Tamil Nadu. Nobody ever said anything against the practice of the faith.
Okay, do you watch films?
Yes, of course, because I'm flying so much up and down in aircraft, the only time, and I don't sleep well in planes. I only watch whatever on OTT platform, whatever I download, I watch it.
Will you watch Emergency of Kangana Ranaut's?
If it's released and if it's legal, I'll watch it. Right now, it's not released, so it's not legal to watch it.
Legal to watch it?
Of course, unless it's released, it will be piracy not to watch a movie without being released.
Okay, that sense legal.
No, that only when it's released, I can watch. It's not released. If I watch a movie which is not released, that means I'm doing piracy, correct?
You want to watch that film?
Of course, I am open to watching everything. I don't believe in censorship actually. I don't think we should censor anything. If people want to put something which is wrong or erroneous, people will understand what is that. It's after all a movie. It is not a historical document or a constitutional document.
Okay, the people who want to know more about Karti Chidambaram, that specially I want to ask, what is your favorite food when you came to Delhi?
No, I like your gulati kebabs very much.
Okay.
The soft mutton gulati kebabs I really like. Right? I also like the sheikh kebab rolls which they have there. I really like that very much.
Okay, so I'm inviting you to come to my office.
It will be my pleasure.
Yeah. My my boss cooks very delicious. This what are you saying? I'm the vegetarian, so I don't know. But this thing he made very.
See, the other myth is that many people think that most Indians are vegetarians. Most Indians are not vegetarians. More than 75% of people in India eat lamb, chicken, fish, and everything like that. So even in Tamil Nadu, you have this misconception that the people in South India are all vegetarians. No, we are not vegetarians. We eat lamb, fish, and chicken a lot.
What is lamb?
Lamb is mutton.
Mutton.
We eat lamb, fish, mutton. We eat a lot of other guinea fowl. We eat partridge. We eat seafood. We eat a lot of non-vegetarian food.
Okay. We are while now sitting in Delhi. I want to ask a question about UP government. Yogi Adityanath. What are your views? The bulldozer action, the encounter action. Do you also think that is illegal?
Absolutely illegal. How can it be legal? You can't have collective punishment. Just because I have a case against you, I cannot come and destroy your house which your father built. I mean, you can't have collective punishment.
No, but it's illegal. The portion which is broken down, that is illegal.
Separate legal procedure has to be followed.
The notice has been sent.
Yeah, it's all in hurry, all because of targeted application of the law. You are not removing all encroachments everywhere. If you are saying in this whole road I am going to remove encroachment, that's a different issue. But you are targeted collective punishment you are giving for people of a certain faith, people you don't like. That cannot be allowed. That's what the Supreme Court has said. Is Mr. Adityanath disagreeing with the Supreme Court? You cannot have collective punishment. You can't have, just because one person you suspect as pickpocketed in the area, you cannot call all the young people in that entire area, make them stand in the road and beat them up. You can't beat anybody. You have to take them to court and find them guilty. You can't do this. Collective punishment idea itself is completely illegal. And this is not only collective punishment but also illegal action, which is coming in the form of collective punishment, is doubly illegal.
Do you think there has been discrimination between Hindus and Muslims in this Yogi government and central government?
Definitely. The central government always wants to belittle the Muslims, wants to interfere in their practice. See, you have to understand, if you do an economic survey, the Muslims are generally poor people, and they have not had the economic opportunities as much as the other people. I am not saying that, not saying anything which is not there in the sociological fact. But this government does things to put Muslims in place, to other them, to say, I will interfere in your practice, I will do this to you. Everything is targeted, be it CAA, NRC, or this Waqf bill, or anything is just to interference, just to keep on reminding them that you are not from the majority faith, I want to put you in place. This has been the attitude of this government.
No, if there is any amendment in Waqf Board Act, what is the problem? Where is the problem?
See, the point is, this is again targeting. If you want, there's no problem in reforming a law. There's no problem. But the point is, have you read the act? They want to actually put members who are not of the Muslim faith in the advisory board. So suppose in a Hindu temple, shall I start appointing Christians and Muslims? Will you accept that? You mean in Tamil Nadu?
Waqf board, masjid, temples, all are different things.
Yeah. Waqf board also, it is a management of properties.
What is Waqf board?
It is property which has been donated to the mosque, to the masjid.
Do you really think that the property which has Waqf board is actually donating?
It is only, but if it is not, then let's reform it. There is already a mechanism of people. Reform it, but don't target it. But if you look at the clauses there, it is gross interference and targeting, and also to completely changing the composition of the management of the thing.
What is the need of Waqf board?
Why do we need?
Why do we give special privilege to Muslims? Why?
No, there are no special privileges to Muslims. Why do we need HUF? Why do we need Hindu undivided family? We have Hindu undivided family. I am part of an Hindu undivided family, from my grandfather, father to me. Why do we need that? There is wealth which I have got.
That is different thing, na?
Why? That is special privilege for Hindus, no?
Why?
HUF is a special privilege. Christians and Muslims don't have the same privileges as HUF. Do you know what HUF is? Do you know what Hindu undivided family is? It is a separate entity in taxation law. I am part of an HUF. It is a special privilege we have. It is a special privilege we have. Please read it up.
Fine.
So why do we have that privilege? Why do we have that privilege? There are certain things in our adoption rules, in our divorce rules, and all those things which are slightly different because that's our cultural religious practice. Just because people are, you can't see they are now. Their whole idea is to target minorities. In that, they are not understanding that there are special privileges even for the majority people. We also have special privileges. There are tribal customs which are special in certain areas.
Fine, that I know.
Same way. Let us talk. You know that some marriages are prohibited marriages. But in South India, there is a lot of marriages between uncle and niece and between first cousins. That is not allowed in North India. But we have these, even though that's a prohibited marriage. Divorce practices are different in certain communities. There are communities where if a woman wants to leave her husband, and if she wants to go away with another person, the other person only in certain communities, there are communities where he has to only come and repay the wedding expenses and she can go away with him. That's considered a formal divorce because in India, in our practice, cannot buy land. Only people of certain tribes can buy land. So there are special laws in special places all the time. And Hindus also have special laws in our faith, which are only unique to us.
Then how will they bring UCC?
You need not bring UCC. Why do you want to bring UCC? If you murder or I murder or Muslim murders or a Christian murder, it's the same law. If the same contract law is the same, that's enough. Whether how we administer our lives, what our marriage laws are, what our divorce laws are, what our adoption laws are, can be different. We don't have to uniform. See, the problem with BJP is they believe that uniformity is unity. Whereas we believe unity in diversity. There's a crucial difference. It does not mean, and if you bring all that together, what do you do with HUF? Will you abolish HUF? Is there unanimity to abolish HUF? Then will you ban marriages between first cousins? Will you ban marriage between uncle and niece, which is very common in a lot of southern states? Will you ban that? You have avunculate marriages. You must also make sure that also there. So is there consensus? And this practice I told you, in certain communities, if the woman wants to leave her husband with another man, all he has to do is pay the expenses. Will you ban that? There are so many small nuances everywhere. So what are you trying? You first put a draft UCC, na? Let's put a draft UCC which everybody accepts, including and the draft UCC must be really common to everybody. Can we all agree on that? Have we had debate on that? However, nobody has seen a draft UCC. So why do you want to push through something in a hurried manner which is going to upset many people along the way, many communities, many practices along the way?
Okay, my last question is about 2029. What are your preparations for 2029?
2029 is 4
Do you
years.
think there will be a change?
See, at the moment, all I can tell you is that the BJP's government is a tired government. It's a fatigued government. There's no freshness in this government. This government is going to complete 100 days in a few days now. I think on Monday it becomes 100 days. What have they done specially in these 100 days? It is the same minister in the same portfolio.
5 decisions took back.
Yeah, you yourself have said that.
What is right is right.
So they have nothing fresh in this. And the people they have got, they're saying lateral entry into bureaucracy. Why did Mr. Modi not do some lateral entry into the cabinet? He could have bought some specialists from somewhere and made them ministers from outside politics.
Then you will oppose?
No. How can I oppose? It's his prerogative. We will not oppose. You're wrong.
You will oppose on social media, on media.
No. The Prime Minister of India and the Chief Minister of a state have absolute prerogative in making anybody a minister. And if a non-member of parliament or a non-legislative assembly member becomes a minister, they have 6 months to become minister. Mr. Modi could have brought some specialists from outside to make economists, some nuclear scientist, somebody he could have brought, a major doctor he could have brought, nothing. He has made the same ministers, the same tired faces, with the same tired ideas, made them the ministers in the same portfolio. So what freshness will you expect?
I think BJP is copying Congress of dynasty.
Are they? No, it's not. I'm not talking about dynasty. The same ministers in the same portfolio has got no freshness. What is the fresh about this? Even the packaging is not even fresh. So it's a tired government. It's a fatigued government. And I think in the natural course of time, people of India will want a change. They wanted a change. It did not fructify completely, but it will definitely fructify in 2029.
Any suggestion you want to give to Modi government?
No, he must call me and ask me and invite me for a cup of tea and I'll give him suggestions.
You want to take tea?
Yeah, I mean, I can talk to him. First, I think the first suggestion I'd give him is, just because somebody is opposing you politically does not make them your enemy. So stop targeting people through your favorite agency, Enforcement Directorate.
Your favorite agency means?
Mr. Modi's favorite agencies,
जैसे?
which is used as a hatchet to go after political opponents. Stop it. You are Prime Minister of India. You are Prime Minister for all people. There's no reason to think of somebody because they have an opposing you as your enemy. So listen to their opposing you, agree or disagree, but no need to go and target them, arrest them, and make put false cases against them. I think you should be a statesman and not indulge in these things.
Is Aam Aadmi Party is not corrupt?
See, this business of how are elections conducted in this country? You think elections are all run with no money? You mean BJP? How does BJP have so much resources? Political parties raise resources in many ways, but all political parties behave the same way in terms of resource mobilization in order to run elections. How is the BJP running elections? How are they running these big rallies? Do people come voluntarily? I know their rallies in Tamil Nadu, they hire helicopters all the time and they are coming there. Not one person understands any of these BJP leaders speaking because they speak in Hindi and nobody understands that. They still get crowds to come there. And these crowds are obviously not voting for them because they are losing elections. They are obviously doing something to bring those crowds there. However, where are they getting the resources from? So this allegation against the I don't know the facts of the case. I'm not getting there to say that only somehow Aam Aadmi Party alone is going to be tainted to the. I don't agree with that. All political parties do what is necessary to make sure that they are ready to participate in this great democratic circus.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much, sir, for talking to us. तो कार्ति चिदम्बरम से हमने बात की, बहुत सारे मुद्दों पर चर्चा हुई. हिंदी में सबटाइटल्स आपको जरूर देंगे because he is not getting me.
Please put correct Hindi subtitles because I won't know whether you're doing it rightly or not. Please do it right.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. Thank you so much, sir, बात करने के लिए. और ये इंटरव्यू आपको कैसा लगा कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर बताइएगा. नमस्कार.